Howdy Howdy, this is Blue Otter Gaming, and today we're going to be playing Megaquarium. This is a fun game that I've played before. I have all the expansions to date, so we're going to go through and we're going to be starting an aquarium. As you can see, I've already played through the first campaign, through the base game campaign. I've actually beaten it. I've gotten all the way to level 10. So after I finish this, we're going to go through, we'll do Freshwater Frenzy, which I have started, I have not completed, and then Deep Freeze, which just came out, or recently came out, and so we're going to play through that one. And then once I finish all this, I will go through and I will do a sandbox where I will create a couple of in-goal requirements and objectives before we consider it completed. But first we're going to start with Sunnyside, where we learn the basics of establishing a small aquarium from scratch. So you have been tasked with building a small aquarium from scratch here at Sunnyside. Before the investors release any funding, they want to make sure you can handle the basic controls. Complete the objectives in the top right of the screen to prove you know what you are doing. For more information on any objective, simply hover over the info button to the right. Good luck. One of the things that I love about Megaquarium is the fact that their tutorial is so intuitive and so instructive that it's really hard to, you would have to actively be working to not understand what they want you to do. So hovering over that, if you ever get stuck, you can hover over that, over the little info button. We're going to pan, orbit with Q and E. These are the basic key commands, but you can go in and add and change the key commands if at any time you want. And then we're going to return home by pressing the H button. Great stuff. You've just unlocked your first round of funding for your aquarium. Use the money to get the basic requirements of your aquarium set up. These are covered in the new set of objectives you've just been given. By the way, if you need to review this or any other message, you can use the button in the bottom left of the screen. So that's the little mail icon. So that is down here. So now, right now, the game is technically kind of paused because we have not yet opened our aquarium. Could do a couple of really interesting things afterwards, like starting an aquarium and then starting to build up everything, but that's for maybe another time. So we're going to start with building 2 basic tanks. So we're going to have basic tanks, and I have a couple of others over here. Some of these are already installed with it, and some of these are from mods. I do have some fish that are mods, but I will have to kind of play around with those and get those in. So there's my 2 basic tanks. We're going to add a basic filter to each. So we have a basic filter on each, and then we need to add a basic heater because little fish like to have heat. So we have some Azure Demoiselle, so I'm going to probably butcher several fish names in the making of this video. So we're just going to put 1 and 1 just because that completes the objective. I will eventually move them back together. Add some decorations to the tanks, and since it's paused, you see the fish is not moving. So we're going to add some decorations. So we're going to add some sea lettuce, and I can use the middle mouse wheel to actually kind of rotate it around a little bit, so that way I can see exactly where it is. I like to have it where they're rotated just a little bit, so it gives a little bit of variety, and it's not just the same. So even though, yeah, it's the same lettuce and it's the same sea lettuce and the same rocks that I've used in each aquarium, both aquariums kind of look different because the rocks and the sea lettuce are angled differently. So we're going to have an orange pellet, which we're going to come in here. We're going to add an orange pellet, and we're going to add a tool station. So one of these, eventually I'll be able to put those back behind a wall and a door. So we're going to hire an aquarist. So I have got Anna, who started with hobby tanks at home, likes to keep things on a small scale. So she's got more skill in feeding. She's got a little skill in fixing, so she's a good overall. And then I've got Harry, who used to work in an aquarium shop, is familiar with the basics of feeding an aquarium running. So he's a little bit better with fixing, not so much with feeding, but he could still feed. Of the two, I'm a little bit more interested in the feeding right now because I want to make sure that all my fish have that. So I'm going to hire Anna. I will eventually come back and hire Harry. And with that, we're going to click to open. So we are inviting our first guest in. So our base aquarium is up and running, and our first guest has arrived. Whenever a guest enters your aquarium, they will pay money to enter. In addition, as they experience your displays, they'll reward you with ecology points, the little leaf, which you can use to unlock new animals for your aquarium. So they're going to come over here, and they will give me some leaf. Now, again, I have some mods in here, so I've got like the peeper is actually from someone who has modded a couple of Subnautica creatures, but this one requires a bit more than I am able to give right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with the actually the Orca Dotty back. But when you can see over here, and I can always exit out of this, choose later, and I can come back here and I can come back up and pick it. So I'm looking at my next objectives that I have, and I need to select a fish to research. Okay, well, which fish do I want to research? So I want to kind of streamline to my objectives as much as possible. I still like to kind of meander and find my own way, because I play more for fun than I do for speed running. So one of the things that I like to do is, especially on these early levels, sometimes it is a matter of, because I want to get to the later objectives where I can really have stuff unlocked. So pausing the game, not going to be an issue. Expanding the floor space. Now, if I had expanded this already, this expand your floor space would not actually show up. Practice moving the tank after we build a large tank. Add a basic heater and filter to your new tank, and add some Orca Dotty backs to the new tank. So I need to actually add 6 of those. So since I need to add Orca Dotty backs to a new tank, I could go through and get any of these. I can unlock any fish, and I would satisfy this requirement and this objective. But I would still have to unlock the Orca Dotty back before I could complete this one. So just to kind of complete as many of objectives in as few options as necessary, we're going to start with the Orca Dotty back. So we've selected to research a new animal, the Orca Dotty back. As you earn more ecology points, you can make progress towards unlocking. As you can see the progress in the bottom left of your screen. So we can see down here we've already got some moving decorations to animals. And you can move animals and decorations between tanks. First, select the tank containing the objects you wish to move, then select the move tool by pressing M or using the button in the top left, which is this little button right here. Now click on the icon you want to move. And once you have picked up the object, you can place it somewhere else as well. So actually what I want to do is I want to come over here, and we're going to press M, and we're going to take this and we're going to move it over here. Pausing the game is simple as pressing the space bar. I am and there is our Dotty back. So we're going to pick our next research. We're going to go with the damselfish. I know I'll eventually get the peeper, so I'll have a Subnautica aquarium. That'll be really cool. So now it's time to buy some items for your aquarium. Follow the remaining objectives to expand your livestock range. Okay, so one of the things I need to do is I need to expand my floor space because I need to build more aquariums. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit more space. We're gonna do about like that. And I think I found that doing that helps. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually come in here. We're gonna do a quarter tank, and we're going to come over here and there. So this will hopefully limit what people come back and do, because they will come back because I don't have the door open. Yeah, I don't have access to the door just yet. But I do need to have some heat. That'll be good. They still do the orange. Once I get a door, I will add it there. I do need to add some orchid dotty backs to my new tank. Just got that one, so we're gonna come back and with the next one. So we are going to over here, orchid dotty backs. I need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we are. Different care requirements. You may have noticed a set of icons attached to each animal you research and acquire. These are known as the animal care requirements. Failure to meet these will reduce the health of your animal and could lead to death. Your investors have arranged for you to access a new fish called a half and half chromis. Let's take a look at its care requirements. So here is its the name. This fish needs to be kept in groups of 4 or more. In smaller groups, the fish will fight amongst themselves until only one dominant fish survives. So that's cool. It's also got the scientific name. It is a rank 1 animal. So it can generate 2 prestige generated. There's a 35% chance, so if you add more, that increases. Requires a water quality of 50%. Generates 6 ecology points. Requires orange pellets. It has a size of 3, so to get 4 of these, I will need size 12. I will need 12 places for that. It is tropical, so the heat must be greater or equal to its tank size. And then it is a shoaler, so it needs to be in a group of at least 4. To demonstrate your understanding of care requirements by satisfying the requirements of your half and half chromies in a new tank. Another thing is I might actually mispronounce things differently from time to time. Alright, so I have my last rank 1 is the little keeper, so we're going to go ahead and just set that up so that can be done. And that will actually unlock all of the level 1 features that I can get. And there he is. So I'm going to be generating ecology points for him. First, what I want to do is I do want to kind of get a little bit something so they at least have something to look at. And now what we're going to do is we're going to expand this out just like I did for the other side. Expand that out, and we're going to do the same thing over here where we're going to have a corner tank. I probably could do a larger basic tank, but I like these, and I'll eventually have a hallway that goes down here. Or maybe finish it out with a larger tank or something. So I need 2 heaters. Awesome. And then I need at least 1, but I need 4, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gets all of that. So ranking up, now you got a few different species of fish in your aquarium. You should be able to rank up soon. Ranking up will instantly unlock new equipment, decorations, and facilities, and increase your repertoire of animals which are available to research. There's more. The higher you rank, the more guests will attract, and the more they are willing to pay to enter your aquarium. Ranking up occurs as a result of generating prestige points. These are earned whenever a guest enjoys something in your aquarium. There are more ways to earn prestige, but you'll earn the majority through animals, tanks, and decorations. Your next objective is to rank up, after which you'll be able to unlock the animals required for your remaining objectives. Awesome. So, there. And I am already on from rank 1 to rank 2. So I automatically unlocked all of these different items. Some of these are plants. I love the sea grapes. It's a nice little 2x2 square that I can put in there. Oh, I got some wall art. Driftwood cave is really good, especially for animals that need a little bit of cover. And then we have new fish that we can unlock. So we've got some demoiselle, damsel, butterfly fish, squirrel fish. Some of these again are mods that are available in the workshop, and I love them. I'll use it for this. Now you rank 2 and you have access to more animals. You're going to unlock them through time and ensure each of their care requirements are met. So I need to unlock the king demoiselle. So we're going to go here and we're going to unlock it. The wimp cannot be housed with a bull, so we're going to unlock him. And he's going to be generating points over there. Let's see that. That's damselfish. Can we have any more damselfish in there? These are so we can have 1, 2. That can be that one, and I think we can get do 1, 2, and we might be able to put the king in here. So we're going to also close the window. That allows you to do that. See here where we can see 100, 100, 100. Let's get some decorations in here. So we've got, like I said, there's some of the different the sea grapes that I was talking about, and then the small rocks. We'll do small rocks there, and we're going to actually add driftwood cave that will. So you can see that there's 100, 100, 100, 83. Generating a bit of science over here, which I don't really have use for right now, but that's always good to have. And then fish requirements, so I can see that I've got. Alright, so pick next research fish. I want to say, I don't think my next one's actually on here, so we're going to get this sunburst butterfly fish. We're going to try that one. You've unlocked the king demoiselle. Let's take a look. He is a wimp, so it's signified by this one. The timid beauty, in other words, a wimp. Don't house them with any animals that contain a bull attack. So I was thinking about housing him in here, so we're going to look at this. And he's just a normal fish, so he's not a bully fish, so he will be fine. Right there, we don't need to see that. So all the tanks are getting viewed, so we're going to come over here, and my king is going to go right there. We're going to have him. He's got a little buddy. And now I want the Arabian blue-line dotty back. So I probably should have waited a bit, but that's okay. The sunburst butterfly fish will be fine. So you can see that's just and we're on day 3. So when it chimes over for the next day, what'll happen is all of these will refresh, and my Aquarius will have to go in and start refilling everybody's food. The food will actually restock every day, so they'll go through and feed. She goes through, she gets 50. We're just looking through and watching how much she is feeding. Eventually, there's sunburst. Okay, so I want the Arabian blue line dotty back, so we're gonna do that one. Let's see. I have gotten the door. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually put the door over here. And we're going to remove these people. Yeah, that should not have gone behind aquarium. That is not silly guess. You're supposed to stay on the other side of the glass. All right. So then I've got a little bit here where it allows Anna to go in. She can come in here and feed the fish. She could actually fix this. I'm going to actually need, pretty soon I'm going to need one because these guys are probably, these will break down eventually because it's like this one's every 7 days. These are also every 7 days. And you can always press that little X button and it'll close all the windows. It's awesome. So these, you can see, are getting 100% visibility. I think I know I get a combo mini, which is awesome because it will revamp every 6 days. And you can see I've got 6 of these so far. So if I can do anything that would actually help, what I could do is I could replace, yeah, I could replace this with these two with a combo mini, and then I just have a combo mini and a heater. But right now we're fine right now. What do we want? We have a king. Let's get a princess. So this is open space, requires one by one square space of open space without decoration. Cannot be held with other damsels. Hold on. Was that? I don't know what she said. Was the king is technically not a damselfish? What? Or did I only placed one king in there? Okay, well that's okay. We can deal with having one king, and so I've got space for another one in there. Who do I want in here? We can do, let's keep doing with the damselfish and the, alright, let's do the princess. Although I'm pretty sure this might be, but I don't know. We'll do that one. Alright, so we have the blue line. Pugnacious. These are bullies and will terrify animals with the wimp tags, such as the king of Megaquarium you unlocked earlier. So I need to build an aquarium with at least one of these. So whenever I'm going to add, first off, I like to go through and look and see what kind of tanks do I have available. I don't have access to terrariums just yet. We have freestanding. I don't have so much luck with the small podium tank, but we'll come back to that in a bit because I just have a alert on this. A piece of equipment is broken down. This will cause it to slowly lose effect over time. A staff member with the fixing role will automatically retrieve a toolkit and remedy the problem. If many pieces of equipment fail at the same time, you may want to consider hiring more staff, building additional tool stations, or raising the priority of the fixing role on your staff members. So right now, all my fish, I've still got a fish that's being fed, but one of my tanks is starting to need to be repaired. So we're going to come back here and we're going to actually, do we have some else? Wade is about half and half, bright marine biologist graduate who can learn to work equally well with machines and animals, but he's only 1 and 1. So this one, Harry is 2 with fixing. Wade is a marine biologist graduate, but Harry's a little bit better and he's a little cheaper. So we're going to go ahead and hire Harry so we can get some of the work done. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to actually manage her to prioritize that, and he's going to prioritize that. He's going to prioritize fixing. I don't really need zones just yet. So this is fine because then they will both go in, they will both grab food. Because I'm getting to that day 6 where my machines are going to start breaking down. But I do need to, here's a cross damsel. So we're going to unlock some of the damsels and okay, so we're going to expand this, and I think I'm going to try to do like a loop around. Let's come over here. We're going to build a little bit of an extra space. We're going to pause it so that way I can build without people trying to enter into my workspace. We're going to also build an observer tank. So we're going to move the tank over just a little bit. Yeah, that's good for now. All right, we're going to do one line over, and then we're going to add a staff door. And then we're going to also... Alright, so we're going to... This will be good because we'll be able to do that, which should be plenty, and we can always make up some of the extra filtration by adding blocks to it. And then we still need just a little bit more heat, so we're going to just add a basic heater. Now I need to have the Arabian blue-lined dotty back. So we're going to come over here, and the Arabian blue-lined dotty back, okay, it's a bully, it's going to go to a 4. So we have, how much space do we need? I need to click on that. I have 23, so I could put one of these guys, which is going to satisfy that requirement. And then this one requires at least 3, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So we need to add a couple more decorations. So I've got a couple of different and I love having different species of mixed things. So I need to have live Mrs. Shrimp. I did not see that. All right, so we have live Mrs. Shrimp culture. So we're going to put that there. We're also going to move this so that this is now behind closed doors, even though we have that. And then zooplankton. So we also need to have zooplankton. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to move this over here, and this we're going to move right here. All right, which is probably related to one of these guys. Yeah, this guy eats live Mrs. Shrimp. Okay, so it's okay. It's probably a little bit more assigned to nobody. So I might go in and get might go get another person that can feed. All right, so I've got enough heat, I've got enough filtration, I need plants, and I need some rocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through. This is one thing that it adds 5. The Mist Divine does where it will add to the outside, which is kind of adds to the wall. So we're going to put a driftwood cave, which will be plenty. we have to leave one space open. So one of the things I like to have is, I like to have these kind of, we could organize these a little bit better. I know that there's a way to, there we go. So I know I need to have three plants. I need 3 rocks. So that did not meet the requirement for rocks. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to come over here. So I need something that's got 3 of those. So the only thing I've got, these are terrarium rocks, so I don't need that. Wall art, no. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do, the only thing that I've got that will satisfy that is small rocks. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. I am going to then come through and we're gonna do sea grapes because that will get me, I can get that. I've got all that. I still have 1 more space of that. And I can actually do a little bit of a decoration. So I could actually put this right there in the front. And that satisfies everything. He's still got his little 1 space. And everything is good. So we're just going to close everything out. And we're going to hit play. So now I need to do the yellow tank. So once I am finished with this damsel, I'll look at all that prestige just coming through. So yeah, so she's going to be going through and they're going to be making a lot of... making that as he's going through, filled additional food boxes. Sometimes what I like to do is, especially, I like to have at least 1 of these per work zone as required. I'll eventually go through and I'll replace these with a combo unit. So I need a yellow tang next, so we're going to do the yellow tang. And with that, I'm going to let this run just ever so much, and as I let it run, I need to, my dog is ringing his little bell on the door, so I need to step away, but I'm gonna let this run while it is building up ecology points, and you can see the entire thing, the entire aquarium so far. All right, I'm back. All right, so with that is, we have the yellow tang. So we are going to, for right now, we're just going to try to pick up all the these damsels and damselfish for right now. So the yellow tang requires a higher quality requirement than your other animals, 60%. Therefore, you may need to have more filters or less fish in the tank. Notice that they eat a different type of food than your other animals. Make sure you build a green pellet dispenser so that your staff can feed it. Finally, a yellow tang likes plants. House them with a tank at least one plant per tang. Awesome. So we're going to go through and we're going to look and see, and I can do another corner tank. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to pause. We're going to open up and we're going to open that. We're going to do another there, and then we're also going to do yeah, let's go ahead and do a little bit of restructuring. So I'm going to replace these. Nope. I don't want to sell my thing. I don't want to sell my tank. Alright. So since I don't have that, we're going to do a combo menu. Alright. So that, but I need a little bit more of a heat, so we're going to add a little bit more heater. We are going to do one door here. We're going to actually remove that door just because I like, or that wall, just because I like to have ample ability for the workers to get in here and actually feed the fish. So one of the things that I'll do is I will come in here and I will grab, okay, a yellow tang. Alright, so I can get, he'll grow up to 5. So I think I'm just going to put 2 of them in there. Because it does require a little bit more, so since it requires that and more heat, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually come here and we're going to give it 2 the combos. Eventually they'll have it where I have multiple, I can do bigger ones that are more energy efficient. I do need to have a green pellet dispenser. One thing that I do like, and I like to have, especially if it's like the first animal that has that, I like to do where the feeder bin is as close to that as possible. So I know I have one that over there. I could easily place it somewhere else because everywhere else has it. It's just, it's convenient right there. I know that the guests won't like to see this either, so we can actually have enough room that we can let in there now. Because we're starting to place things behind closed doors. So with this, I want to have a little bit. So he's gonna, I want to make sure that I know exactly what he's doing. So he does have some food. We have sufficient water. We have heating. So what I need is I need at least 1 plant for him, but I need 2 overall. So I'm going to come over here, and I love the sea grapes. I know I will eventually have multiples of the sea grapes. This one also adds a little bit of filtration, so I think I am going to go with the sea grapes. And I'm probably just going to leave it at that. And that's pretty good. So he is good. And we're just going to unpause it and let it roll. So we're going to here, give them a little bit of space that they can come. I usually like to give 3 because 2 just seems really claustrophobic and 3 feels about right. So now I need the black bar soldierfish. So one of the things I like about this also is the fact that your first, the first one that comes up is usually the one you need to unlock when it is this forced unlock. The rest of these are most likely mods. I honestly don't remember how many mods. I might go through and show a quick video of like which mods I have installed and what all they include, because there are several mods for this game that are outstanding. So this one's going to create prestige, 10 ecology points, size of 4. So it will require 4 spaces. Heat, which there will eventually be cold water, but that'll be in a later aquarium. Requires 55%. Orange pellets, so we're getting to the point where we might need to start looking at, do I need to add another orange pellet dispenser? We're going to have cave, so it needs some cave, and it does not like lights, which is okay because we don't really have the ability to add lights to a tank just yet. So let's go through and we're going to let's go ahead and get used to, and build out in preparation for a tank. Let's do we're going to, I don't think I can do that just yet, because I think I've actually got 2. Go ahead and do that. We're going to build a wall there. Let's do another corner tank. So, and we're just going to build there. So right now I've got pretty good space. All right, there's our. We don't really know what we want to do, so we're going to do the white-tailed fish. All right, we've unlocked the black bar silverfish. Let's take a look. They are nocturnal, so they like to have a cave to hang out in. When you reach a rank of 2, you unlock the driftwood cave decoration, which we already have, which provides a cave. So make sure you add 1 to your black bar soldierfish tank. Also note that they dislike lights. You don't have to worry about this right now, but later you need to light your tank for certain plants and corals. So you'll need to steer clear of the black bar soldierfish in those tanks. So again, we're going to pause. Come over here. We need the black bar soldierfish. All right, so it's size 4, so we're going to be getting maybe 2 or 3. We'll just start with 2. And we need to put some heat and filtration into it, so we're going to go here. I like to usually start with that. It looks like the filter is fine, so we just need to add a little bit of a heat. So we're going to add just a basic heater to this, and we're good. So now we need to add and make sure that we have enough caves for it. Now, one of my favorites is actually for the caves is not unlocked just yet. It is. Ooh, they have a pipe. That would be interesting. And that also generates 2 prestige. Whereas the driftwood cave only provides 1 prestige. So we can do that. We can look at the pipe in a little bit. So one of your guests is growing tired. Build some benches so they'll have somewhere to rest. We'll do that in a moment. So we will finish. Let's do a pagoda there. And we're going to, I know this is all the terrarium stuff, terrarium plants, terrarium case, okay. Let's do some leaf litter. That adds just a little bit of decoration to it, and so he's got some plants as well. And he also has orange. I think we're starting to get to the point where we're going to be taxing that orange. So we're going to look at adding another orange here in a second. First, let's get a bench in. And we can, let's go through and add. Alright. There's looking great. You'll find challenge is a reach to target amount of prestige. The aquarium is that your final challenge is to reach a total amount of prestige and maintain it for a period of time. I have plenty of prestige on this, so this is just a matter of finishing it out for the time and keeping up with it. So it's a small little aquarium. It's quaint and it works well. I think I saw. Do I not have? I do not. Okay, I thought I might have. So one of the things you can also do is you can paint. So you can paint your different walls and stuff. We're just going to I'm painting it, but I don't typically paint them. I actually like the blue. So we're going to. And that is areas that I wouldn't paint are necessarily the employee areas, so you can also come in and do that, although that is a lot of tile. But one thing that I do like about painting, and I'd probably do more of a wood tone for the floor, one of the things that I do like about painting is it really makes these areas where the employees are really stand out, so that they are not. So when you're trying to hunt for something like, you know, where is the back room for this? You can easily see the different backroom areas. So I've got 39 more seconds. So once this finishes, then I will be able to move along to the next aquarium. This is a quaint little aquarium. It's small. It's only got a few animals because, I mean, this one's got 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, so you built Sunnyside up to be a great little aquarium, and people have started to take notice. You've received a job offer to run a larger aquarium over in North Woods. Apologies, you might be able to hear my dog in the background as he's running around and playing with his little ball. You can continue to build here at Sunnyside for as long as you want. This message will stay in your message log, accessible via the button on the bottom left, until you're ready. When you're ready to move to bigger and better things, let me know. So you can click here, I'm ready to take the job in Northwoods, it'll instantly take you here, or you can close it. But one of the things that I like to do is I sometimes like to save the game, so that way if I do want to come back to Sunnyside and just expand this, or keep the layout, usually what I'll also do is I will expand it out as far as I can and take a screenshot, and then that way I know kind of what I built, and if I like it then I can try to replicate it in a later stage, and if not then I am not beholden to it. So with that, I'm going to pause that, or I'm gonna be moving on. We're going to so my next step, I will be coming over here, and you can see I've got that. I've got the different message logs where each of the messages that they've given me have come through as a message, so you can easily go back and double check. I believe you can also delete these. Eventually you'll be able to delete some of them. So unlocking more, which is really cool because then you can go back and I know I love tutorials that allow me to go back and look at things. So with that, I go back to the UN, and this is the most developed, so I will be ready to take the job at North Woods. And I believe I've already got that, so we're going to choose later, and we will start the next episode with North Woods. Thank you for coming. So one last thing before we move on that I want to showcase about one of the many reasons why I like Megaquarium is the game itself allows you to experience the aquarium from a different perspective. So when you come in, and you can go in anywhere, I just want to go in the first time through this through the entrance, and you can see there's the main icon of the fish, and then we have the freshwater frenzy fish. But when you zoom in just far enough that you don't think you can zoom in any further, you can get the ability to walk around the aquarium with all of your guests. So you can get to see and experience all your fish and seeing them swim around with the aquarium that you designed. It's just a little cool feature that, you know, really just can't be overstated how cool this is. You've got 2 little tangs in there. And there's your little half and halves. And the orchid dotty backs. And then our black bar soldierfish. We can actually, unlike the guests though, we can walk in the back and we can kind of see the inner workings and how it works. So look at how we're doing. You know, hey, how are you doing? He's doing a good job there. Quite sure how he's holding it, but we're gonna go back over here. And let's see, we got a little bench that's set in place. And there is our first aquarium. Really cool, and we will get to experience more as we continue on the journey of Megaquarium. So we will be back with Northwoods, which as we come over here, we go back to our win category, and we are ready to accept the job at Northwoods.